Good morning, all of you. Welcome to Jyotinmoy sir.
Thank you.
Since we have been conducting FDP program from 2020-21, 12 days, and today is 13th day, so we are conducting works FDP programs on industry talk, script writing. So today's speaker is Mr. Jyotinmoy Dev. He is the faculty of filmmaking in INHL Education Solutions Private Limited, and he did his masters in film studies from West Bengal State University, Kolkata. He is working in this industry since 15 years plus. He was concept of developer and scriptwriter with SOS Eptun Private Limited, which was from 2010 to 2016. He was corporate filmmakers from August 2008 to October 2014. He did actually 500 plus TV shows like ETVs, Doordarshan's, etc. Also, he has completed 5 featured films as a scriptwriter. Recently, Bengali featured films Dae has written directed by himself, which is selected on Kolkata International Film Festivals as a Bengali panorama sections. He has awarded from Dr. Harshavardhan by Indian government on 2018. Welcome to Overdue, sir. You can start your sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suman sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm just showing my gratitude to the department for giving me that opportunity. It's really a great honor talking in front of you, talking in front of Arun sir, Janardhan sir, all the eminent teachers. It's my privilege. So I think I'll do justice with the honor. At the beginning, I would like to say that I'm not here to teach anything. I'm here to express my experience. I'm here to share my experience with you, along with the academic keywords. Why academic keywords? Because it will help us to interact with each other. Because academic keywords are common for our faculties and me also, but I am going to share my experience about script writing of my 15 years. Okay, so I would like to open my PPT. Hopefully it's visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Okay. So, firstly, I'd like to say something about the session. I want to repeat once again that I'm not here to teach anything. I'm here to express my or explain my experience, my 15 years experience of script writing. How I handle my producers, how I handle my directors with the different keywords. So this is the prior thing. And what are the areas that we are going to discuss today? We are going to discuss about the story writing or storytelling, script writing or script telling, along with the theories and the other ideas. Okay, so at the beginning, in various sessions, a lot of people asked me, why should we learn storytelling? Because storytelling is very old things. Our grandma, grandpa used to tell us stories. Then what's new in it? Why should we learn stories? And yeah, script writing is okay. There are several cinematic techniques. There are several cinematic languages. So definitely we need to learn script writing. And today we have lots of softwares also. So some people wants to learn the how to handle the software. But the thing is that, so I want to clarify this actually by my side. This is Suomoto. Okay, so why the theories and script writing or storytelling? So that I want to say first. See, firstly, I would like to tell how I handle how do I handle the theories. Then I'll say that how what is about the discourse of the of the sentence. How do I handle what I did or what I do when I write a script or a story? I listen to my instinct first. Yes, I listen to my instinct first. With a little bit theory, I listen to my instinct first. Then I write the entire script or the story. So after the first draft, when I go through or when I prepare the second draft, then I follow or I go through or I think about the theories. Then the theories helps me. And during some quarrel or some fight with my producers and directors, if they say that no, you should change this, you should incorporate this, or you should eliminate this. So if then I think that no, my whatever I have done, this is fine, I should not do this, then I argue with the theory, the help of the theory. So theories helps me in this way. This is one thing. And the second thing, my experience says, if we learn the theories, if we learn the little the finest, the minute part of the narrative, storytelling patterns, and the script writing rhetorics, if we learn, then we can break also. Otherwise, what we'll do, we'll just recapitulate the same thing. So in art history, uh, if we can create a new thing, if we can contribute to the academics of art, then people will consider that you have done something different. So that's why we need to learn theory, or we should practice theories as well. So we are going to discuss this much of the things, and definitely end of the session we'll discuss about whatever we have discussed. If you want to rectify me, if you have your thoughts, if you want to say something to me, so we definitely will discuss at the end of the conversation. Okay. So script writing, there are two parts in script writing. One is technical, another is aesthetic. Okay, the technical part is very technical. The hardcore technical things like where to write what, or the exact the page number, where to write cut to, where to write dissolve, where to write the scene heading, or the things, the exactly practical things that what we need to do during script writing with the paper, if we write pen and paper. But right now, most of the people use a final draft. I just don't want to talk the basic things. I know that all of you knows the basic things, so I'm not going to discuss the basic things, or the how the final draft works, or what to do during the script writing. I don't want to take your time with discussing all these basic things. Uh, okay, so we all know the technical part of the script writing meaning. So the one is the technical part, and the second is the aesthetical parts. Uh, so what is the aesthetical part of script writing? Aesthetical part means how I'm going to present it more cinematically, or how I'm going to tell the story, tell my emotion through the cinematic tools with the help of the rhetorical elements of the cinema. So these are the aesthetical parts. So aesthetical part has its two different parts. One is story aesthetics, another is the script aesthetics. Yes, if we have the story, then definitely we need to look after the aesthetics of the story, which kind of story it is, how we should treat the story, the characters, how the main thing, or the content I want to uh, convey, how the content I want to fabricate. So these are the story aesthetics. There are a lot of things, a lot of short, minute things exists inside the story aesthetics. And then the script aesthetics. This is the main thing actually, the script aesthetics. How we can tell a story through the script. And the how actually yeah, okay. uh, so the script aesthetics, I'm telling about the script aesthetics. So how we are trying to, how will tell a story through the aesthetics of or rhetorical elements, by using the rhetorical elements of cinema or cinematic tool. How can we tell our emotions? What is cinema? Cinema is the firstly we need to draft a story. Firstly we need to have a content, and cinematically we need to translate or convey the story or the content. We need to convey that cinematically. And script writing is a process by which we can write down the process, what needs to do and what not need to do. Then the script aesthetics has its two different parts. One is cinematic language, another is dialogue. Yeah, cinematic language, we all know the cinematic language means the camera movement, the lensing, maybe the all the script writers have no idea about the lensing, and it's no need to have the exactly no need to write the exact 35 mm or 75 mm or 100 mm lens we need to use in that shot. Or you can write the shot magnification, the close shot or mid shot or long shot, or these things, or the camera movement, the track or zoom or dolly or zolly, or the camera height, the high angle, low angle, or eye angle. By this, or the editing pattern, what to cut, when to cut, or how the choreograph of the characters, or the people that they are present in the shot, or the camera movement. So these are the cinematic language. So definitely scriptwriter should know the cinematic language. What does it what means the camera, meaning of the camera movement, meaning of the magnification of the shots. And the one thing today scriptwriter is also dealing with, that is average shot length, or ASL. Okay, if we study the average shot length of 1950, and if we study average shot length of 1970 and 2000 and 2020, then we can see the average shot length gradually decreases. Firstly, at the early stage of Indian cinema or Hollywood cinema, we can see that the average shot length was longer, 1 minute sometime, 30 seconds, 1.5 minutes. Then it gradually decreases into 45 seconds, 30 seconds, then 10 seconds. Sometimes in some films like Crank or something, you can see that average shot length is 3 seconds to 4 seconds. So these average shot lengths, definitely a scriptwriter should know about the average shot lengths to enhance the tempo, or control the tempo of the cinema. So cinematic language is one of the aesthetical part of script writing. And another thing is dialogue. The necessity of dialogue is very important. We suddenly all the time the new writers, or when we write not so often, what we do, we do a mistake. Okay, so we write dialogues unnecessarily. So one thing definitely we should remember, that dialogue equals to information. Dialogue equals to information. Actually when two people are talking, or three people are talking or the conversation is going on, or telephonic conversation or one-to-one conversation, whatever it is, if the dialogue is going on, so dialogue means giving some information. Okay, so when we are giving some information vocally, or by with the use of the sound, so no need to exaggerate the things. Okay, so sometimes what some people do, they write something just like that. Okay, like two people are talking, so they are talking if we chop some of the sentences or some of the dialogue, then the meaning of the scene will remain same. Okay, so we need to think, or we need to work on this also. So these are the things that I always feel during my writing. Okay, so this is the first page actually. The two parts of the script writing: one is the technical thing, that is the actual writing, the actual pen and paper writing, or the writing by fast final draft or any software. Then the aesthetical parts, how I'm going to present my cinema through, and the blueprint of that how. Then the aesthetical part, it's two different parts. One is the story aesthetics, another is script aesthetics. Then the script aesthetics has its two part. One is a cinematic language, another is the dialogue, whatever the language it is: English, Hindi, Bengali, Assamese, or any Malayalam, Tamil. So each language has its own beauty. So if someone is writing in the language, definitely he or she should be aware about the nooks and corners, or the finest part of the of the particular language. So this is my first page. Why do we need script? Okay, this is a common question always. Definitely, what is script? Definitely, we are going to know, or definitely we are going to discuss what is script. And I know that everyone knows that what is a script. But why do we need script? That I would like to share, because at the beginning of cinema, that all faculties definitely we know that at the beginning of the cinema, directors didn't use scripts like Lumiere films and Méliès films. They just went and just shot the events only. So why we need a script? Because we need to remember. Nowadays we have a 90 minutes, 2 hours, and 3 hours cinema. So we need to remember. We need to remember what? We need to remember what? When we ask, then the obvious question comes in our mind: what is a script? Okay, so we need to remember the mise en scene, the choreograph, the dramatic structure, the character development, the character arc. So each and everything we need to remember, that we definitely for 3 hours long, or 2 hours long, or 1.5 hours long, or if it is a short film, it's for 15 hours long, 15-minute long, all the minute things, it's hard to remember. So we need to write everything. We need to write the blueprint of my movie. We need to write the blueprint of my movie. And actually, during the script writing time, when we write the script, directors often says that, like big script writers like Aaron Sorkin or Seedfield or Black Snyders, I listen their interviews. So they all says that if you can close your eyes during your script writing, and if you can see, if you can visualize, if you can listen your script, the final product that you want to see on the screen, so this is the best way of script writing. No need to learn script writing, no need to read lots of books about script writing or the technique about the script writing. So once Aaron Sorkin says that, and once Mr. Black Snyder also said that in his one interview, in different language, obviously, but the moral of the story was like, if you can close your eyes and you can visualize the end product that you want to show on the screen after editing, after re-recording, after color correction, if you want to see, if you can see with your closed eyes, and not only see, if you can listen also your script, then you can consider yourself as that you have done a script, a better script or a good script. You are going to write a good script. I think, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. My pleasure.
Yes, sir, very much.
My pleasure. Yeah. So actually, I follow this as the as a Bible, like a Bible. So, and it helps me a lot. It helps me a lot, because if I can visualize and listen what I'm going to show at the end product on the screen in the final day, so I can easily write each and everything, and I'm not going to miss anything. Okay, one thing definitely we need to remember, that we should not miss anything that we need to capture through our camera. We should not, definitely, I know here lots of animation faculties are there. They can say that, okay, if you miss something, we can recreate it. Definitely, I know that the professionals like you can recreate everything, but definitely these are the mistakes. Okay, we should not do. If definitely we need to, if we want to recreate something through animation, then we also plan those things properly. Okay, so these are the things. These are the outline of the of today's discussion. Now I would like to.
Sir, it's me,
yeah,
Bhavna. Sorry for the interruption, sir. I just got disconnected, because of my network. Again, I connected.
Okay.
Sir, I agree your point for visualization. One more thing, one more point I just want to add here. Even my students, like, no, when they are writing the script, what they will say, ma'am, like, no, for the particular shot or scene, I doesn't know how to fix the duration, like, no, 10 seconds. So it just randomly they fix 10 seconds or 1 minute. But the visual, that particular scene, it won't come for 1 minute. I will always suggest my students, you just switch on your timer and visualize the scene. Once the scene is over, you just stopwatch. Then you came to know exactly how, like, no, either you want your character in slow motion, how you want in, like, no, in screen, the same way you just visualize and then note down the time duration and just enter into a script. Then it will be appropriately as a done. So I just want to, like, no, add sure, sir.
Yeah, definitely. You just ask me that question at the end of my session. Definitely, I give my views on that. Okay.
Thank you.
Actually, I had this kind of problem at my when I used to be a student, and definitely if someone is from Bengal, they know Torun Mojumdar. He's a veteran director. He helped me a lot about this, how to overcome that problem. So I can share his thought, not mine. Okay, at the end of my discussion. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. So the definition of the script, and I just took it from Seatfield's diary. So we could say that a screenplay is a story told with pictures, in dialogue and description, and placed within the context of dramatic structure. Yeah, we all know that. What does it mean? But two things I would like to share, and I would like to explain or elaborate or want to discuss, like dramatic structure and narrative. And definitely I would like to explain the three lines once more. The story told with pictures, that doesn't mean he's talking about the storyboard only. when Sitfield is talking about the story told with pictures, that means he's talking about the entire scenario writing, whatever we want to capture, the detail about the story, the detail about the frame, the detail about the video that we are going to capture, the detail about the. So actually, he's talking about the detail of the movie actually. Okay, so told with pictures, in the dialogue and the description, and placed within the context of the dramatic structure. Here, another keyword is the dramatic structure. So I'm just write down here the dramatic structure, the arrangement of related incidents, episodes, events to the dramatic resolution. We know what is the drama, the incidents, the events, the related events, and the resolution. If there is a resolution, if there is a drama. And one thing that I write here in a single line, definitely I want to give a more elaborate analysis about the word narrative. We all know the meaning of the English meaning of the word narrative. When we discuss storytelling, when we discuss script writing, we often use the word narrative, and we all know the meaning of the narrative. It means chain of events. We know the one event, another event, and it's chain of events. But we need to elaborate and discuss this. Yeah, there are two kinds of narrative. One is a story narrative, and another is non-story narrative. Story narrative, we can the chain of events, one event followed by another event followed by another event is a story narrative. And non-story narrative, the picture we can see is a non-story narrative. It's a single picture. There's a single picture, and there are a lot of story inside it, and a lot of events also. We know Brutus. We know the bottle of the salt, the fallen bottle of the salt. We know the Mary Magdalene. We know Christ. We know the other, the John the Baptist and the other disciples. Their expression, the color of their costume, we know, and that those little things creates the narrative. So this is a non-story narrative. Okay, so the story narrative, the direct one event and another event and another event followed by another event, and the non-story narrative in a single picture or a single sculpture or a single any structure. So we can get the non-story narrative. Now I would like to share this with you. This is very interesting explanation by Barry Salt. Barry Salt it helps me a lot during my script writing. Or at the beginning, I told you that when I feel that I'm not doing well, or there is something wrong, or I'm feeling some problem to create a better story, or there is any lack or something. So then I just go through with this thing actually. So by this structure or this diagram helps me a lot for creating a good story, or the chain of events. So that gives me a complete idea about my story narrative. So I'm going to explain this with your permission. So actually this is the structure or a diagram that explains the narrative. So firstly, if you can see this. So firstly, my request is not to see these two columns. Okay, just narrative, then the story, and then see this one, the content, the form of the content, the substance of the content, the form of the expression, and the substance of the expression. So we are talking about the narrative, we are talking about the story content, the narrative content, the story, and the discourse. Discourse means the expression, how, and story or the content means what. Okay. So after that, so just forget about this two columns. Just come directly over here. The story content and the story or the content and the discourse or the expression. What and how. And what has two things. One is the form of the content and the substance of the contents. Okay, again, the form of the expression and the substance of the expression. Then now we can see the middle part. Okay, the story or the content. So when we are discussing about the story or the content, so we need to have the event, the actions and happening. What is exactly happening? X thing is happening and followed by the Y and followed by the Z and whatever the thing, that the actions and the happening. X happening and Y happening. Okay. And when X happening, then when the X thing is happening, then X1, X2, X3 are the actions. Okay. X1 action is happening. That's for XY, X1, X2, X plus X3 equals to all the total summation is the happening thing. Okay. So the events, those are events actually. And those are the form of the content. And then the characters and the setting of the characters. So story has its own character, story has its own different characters. So we need to build the characters also. So we need to have the characters. Again, I'm just explaining this. So when we're talking about the story or the content, we need to have the characters, we need to have the setting of the characters, we need to have the actions, and we need to have the episodes or the happening, what is going on. And all four things, all the four things equals to the content or the form of the content, the what exactly is inside the story. Okay, and the substance of the content. What are the substance we need to have to build a story? So these are the people, the things, the milieu, the topography, the pre and the post story, the pre-story. So most of the time, the pre-story has become has played the important role. The previous story actually. If we start the story from the December 2020 of we are telling a story about a vagabond, and our screen time starts with the December 2020. So why he has become a vagabond? So we need to have the pre-story also. So the pre-story, maybe the pre-story, we are not going to show the pre-story. We are not going to show the pre-story. We are going to show the present story. But we need to write sometimes the pre-story to build the character better. Sometimes a vagabond or a roadside madman, they speak fluent English or fluent Sanskrit, or in my society there is a person who always do the calculus. Okay, differentiation calculation, dx by dt, and all this on the road. Okay, so definitely if we portray the person, we need to know the backstory of that person. So this is also important for the substance and the content. The next thing is the discourse, the structure of the transmission and the manifestation. Manifestation, how I'm going to show this as a cinema, as a theater, as a radio drama, as a drama, or whatever the thing is. So we are discussing script writing, so definitely we're going to show as a cinema. But the manifestation, when we see, we tell about the manifestation. So here we can say, or we can understand in this way, that we're talking about the treatment, how we are going to treat this. So is it going to be a completely handheld film, or is it going to be the completely a static frame, or the average shot length is going to be very low, or a long take, or I'm going to, whether I'm going to give importance to the mise scene, or the props are very important, or the lightings are very important. So the manifestation is very important. So again, these two things are very important for one is the form of the expression and the substance use. The form of the expression, how I'm going to show this. So, see, if we have a single story, a same thing, so we can, with the help of the form of expression, we can make the story, make the content, or we can present the content as a horror story, or as a comedy story. Okay, if the content is same, maybe the content is same. The X is walking down the street and knocking the door of Y. Okay, if the content or the story is this. Okay, so we can, with the help of the form of expression, with the form of expression, the content is same, so this part is same. So only with the form of expression, with the we can change the same content in different way. We can make it represent it as comedy. We can represent it as horror. We can represent it as we can represent it as a we can give some pathos feeling as well. So if when I feel some problem with my stories, or if I feel that I fail to convey something, I'm missing something, so I just go through this and I see that if I fulfill all, or I'm touching all this points properly or not. If I so actually touching means actually actually I have worked with all these parts or not. My actions are fine, or my happenings, or my character. If I develop the characters properly, or I miss something about to building the character, or my setting is missing, or if I'm trying to create a story about horror, then my expressions are right or not. My camera positions or my camera handlings are right or not. If I'm using a more static camera, and I'm expecting comedy out of it, so I need to rethink once that whether with a static camera can I produce comedy. So comedy, we know that the comedy needs a very good timing, a proper timing to click and connect with the audience, to create the connection with the audience. So these are the points that we need to check after after first draft. I'm not, there is no hard and fast rule that who is going to check when. Some definitely, when we are in the class, we always tell our students to just check it at the beginning of writing your story. But I think it's not that easy to check it at the beginning of your story writing. I always do after writing my first draft. I told you that at the beginning of my talk, that I listen to my instinct and I write the entire story or script. Then when I sit with the first draft, then I start checking or watching with a focus, that whether I am fulfilling all these theories or going with the all things or not. So this is my second. So I'm going to present the next slide. Yeah. So everybody knows that. So I'm not going to explain this much. This is a 3-act structure. So I put that into the PPT because it's a nice one. It's a hero's journey and 3-act structures together. So that can help us actually. So that's why I put it over there. So if that helps you, or it's not easily available always, or that's why I just put it over here. It's a we all know 3-act structure, so that's why I am not going to talk any single line about the 3-act structure. This is the 3-act structure and hero's journey together. So that's why I just put it over here. And this is a just generally I just want to discuss 1 or 2 minutes and some other structures about the story. It's a story structure. We all know that since the Plato, the beginning, middle, and end, then the Sid fills the 3-act structure, the Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. So there are lots of story structure in 3 Act, 7 Act, and other things. And the hero's journey is another structure that is there is a book called Hero's Journey. So Heroes of Thousand Faces, sorry, extremely sorry. It's my mistake. The name of the book is Heroes of Thousand Faces. Their hero's journey is one of the very good theory, that ordeal to return to the elixir that you all know. So this structure actually mix the 3-act structure along with the hero's journey. So at the beginning, the ordinary world, then the Act 1, the setup we all know, the call for adventure, then the refusal, then the crossing the threshold means the plot point 1, and then the Act 2, then Act 2, then the special world, then the ordeal, then gradually the climax is going up, then gradually the reward or the goal, then the road to the back, return to the elixir, and the Act 3 and the ordinary world. And we know that always we don't have these 3 things in all the films or all the stories. Sometimes we can stop where at the reward area, sometimes with a return back, sometimes we can abruptly we can stop the story or something. So it helps, it always helps me a lot when I write the normal 3-act structure story, or the commercial story, when I write the commercial daily soaps, or not daily soaps actually, for telefilms. I have written lots of telefilms. So nowadays telefilms are not so popular, but when I have started my career at 2006, 7, 8, so then in Bengal actually lots of telefilms were telecasted into the Tara Bangla, Didi Bangla also. But nowadays telefilms are not that popular in Bengal, so all shifted to the OTTs and some short films and all they make, and most of the people just making the mega serials or the daily soaps actually. So yes, I have written some 100-odd episodes for mega serials. This is a horrible experience, whatever. So this is the one structure, the common structure that always comes in our way. 3-act structure. Then the some other structures I would like to discuss with you, or three or four structures that these structures are very common. One is the real-time structure. Real-time structure means the screen time and the real time is equal. Okay, we can take the 12 Angry Men and My Dinner with Andre. If you see this film, 12 Angry Men is a very popular film. Sorry, so you can easily see that 12 Angry Men. If I'm not so wrong, there is a Hindi cinema with the same backdrop. I can't remember the name of the film right now. So the 12 Angry Men is a film where the original time or the screen time is equal to the original time, real time. So real time and the screen time is same. In this case, definitely you can ask me that Jyotirmay, if the screen time and the real time is the same, then can't we go with the 3-act structure? Definitely we can go with the 3-act structure. Definitely we can go with the 3-act structure, but it's hard. It's hard. Most of the time we consider the real time and the screen time when they're equal. Then we consider it's a 1-act structure. So this is one thing. Then another structure I would like to say, that hyperlink structure. There is a film called Teen Diware. It's also a very good film starring by Juhi Chawla and Nasruddin Shah, Jackie Shroff. Teen Diware. It's a hyperlink story. Three different stories. 3 different stories are going along. They are going along. They are not directly connected with each other, but end of the film or some or the middle of the film, we can feel there is a connection, and when we just resolute, we can understand the 3 events are internally related. So this is called hyperlink structure. So which is Teen Diware is a very good example of hyperlink structure. And one thing I would like to add here, the domino effect. We know the domino is a kind of game that the card kind of, or a little slab kind of things. We just kids just plays one after another, and we just touch. If we touch one card or one slab, so one just fall down with another up and another. So and they just gradually that sequence is going. So this is called domino game or domino effect. So most of the hyperlink story structure need to have the domino effect, because otherwise, if there is no domino effect, we cannot connect, or we can feel disconnected with the story, or with the what is happening inside, what is happening in front of us. So we need to have during the script writing, we need to remember 2 things. One, it has to be hyperlink. If we are using a hyperlink story, we need to apply the domino effect, the fast and very connected. So this is one thing. Another, the multiple story structure and reverse story structure. Multiple story structure is multiple timeline structure, actually. 2 or 3. Intolerance is a kind of film that we know that Intolerance, maybe a lot of people have seen the Intolerance. So it's a kind of the multiple timeline film. So this is a kind of, and the reverse or disrupted or non-linear kind of things, that Memento. Memento is a kind of movie that is non-linear kind of effect is there. So definitely today, if we have time, we'll discuss memento at the end of the all discussion. If we have enough time, I have one structure or one diagram by which in a single page we can see the entire movie, entire film in a single page. Okay, so this is a interesting kind of diagram that, if possible, today definitely we are going to discuss. Okay, so I'm going to the next slide. Yeah, this is interesting. This is a visualization of a nonlinear narrative. There is another structure actually. This is we use in case of non-linear. Most of the time we use in non-linear structures. This is called fabula and suzette. Fabula. This is Russian term. The fabula and the suzette. The fabula means the main content, and suzette means how we are going to present the narrative. Fabula means the main content, and suzette means how we are going to present the content. Okay, so here in a non-linear story narrative, we can see the story order, and this is a narrative order. So the story order A, B, C, D, E, E is the story order, and this is the narrative order. And in the cinema, in the suzette, this is the process, this is the way we are going to create. Sorry, this is not the way. This is this way we in this structure they place the story narrative. I'm giving you one example by which we can easily understand exactly what I'm trying to say. Say, for example, A is an event, P is an event, C, D, E, all are related events, one after another. Say, for example, in A, someone is getting ready for his morning walk. B, he's just closing his door and walking through the street, and at the same time his phone rings, and he just pick up the phone and say hello, and someone from the other side telling him not to go for the walk in a particular area today. This is B. The C, he is going or approaching inside, camera is outside, he's coming out by shouting bachao bachao kind of, and or no, he's not telling anything, he's running, thrashing outside the park. And some police patrolling was going there, and police just catch him and ask him why you were so frightened, and he explains. Police, and this is D, and he explains everything that these things happen, and then E, police crack down the entire case with the help of the phone call records. Okay, so this is the story order, A, B, C. So, and the narrative order in script, we can start with the C, where he's just coming out from the park, and after that D, he caught by the police. Then A, he starts explaining what has happened to the morning when he was just getting ready and coming out. Then B, the phone call. Then E, the crackdown with the telephone tracking. So and this is the diagram. So this is the story narrative. This is the content, and this is the fabula, the story, or if you search in internet, maximum time you can see that they used to call it meat, the main meat to cook, and this is the thing, how to cook. So if we have the duck or chicken, so yes, we have lots of vegetarians are there. Sorry, so if we have the main ingredients, and this is the thing that how the ingredients will use, and how can we make our this. So this is the story order and this is the narrative order, and some other people also say that explains this thing as the fabula and Suzette structure. If we okay.
Yes, sir. Carry on. Carry on.
Okay. Yeah, so we can some says that this is a fabula and Suzette structure. If we think that if we try to understand the same diagram as a fabula Suzette, that always helps us to fabricate our story, fabricate our narrative. Okay, so see, a simple story, taking a simple story is always good, and represent the story in various way or in cinematic way is always tough. So always we need to enhance the power of the Suzette. Okay, and we need to take a simple fabula, and we need to create the fabula. We need to present the fabula with wonderful Suzette. So that is all I want to say with the help of this. The next slide is the difference between a story and novel and the script. Okay, so this is very important. Most of the time our students always miss, they write what they think. Okay, I just want to read it out, then I try to I will talk something about this. In a novel, the action takes place inside the character's head with the mindscape of the dramatic action. A screenplay is different. Film is visual medium that dramatize a basic storyline. In this case, the action of the play occurs within the language of dramatic action. I know everybody definitely understood what I've written over here. But instead of that, I would like to say a few words regarding these 4 lines. Because I'm thinking, or I'm gradually I'm getting pleased, or whatever I am feeling, or whatever X is feeling, we cannot write. We should not write, and we cannot write. We should not write in a script that what is going inside the head of my protagonist or antagonist or whatever my character. So we should not write it. That is the basic. I know that everyone knows that, but instead of that, sometimes we what we do, we write. And believe me, after 15 years, sometimes in a very uh, uh, negligible time, but sometimes also it slips from my pen also. Okay, so no adjective. Then I always tell myself also that no adjective. Sometimes people at my student age, when I used to learn from my teachers, so they when they says that don't write that X is angry, X is happy, X is this. So I always told them, sir, why should not I? Why? If I write that he is happy, then he or she can put a happy face. So it's very easy to for my character also to understand that if my scriptwriter writes the happy X is dancing, or angry X is walking down the street, then it will be definitely easier for the person to understand. Yes, this is so my teachers always told me that definitely some of the actor or actresses can easily understand or give you whatever you want then, but the most of the characters or most of the actor or actresses are maybe they fail to fulfill your demand. So you need to write whatever you want to see on the faces, or by the gestures and postures of those characters. Don't write the adjective. Okay, if someone is angry or if someone is happy, so try to write down the gestures and postures. uh, those gestures and postures can depict uh, the inner feeling or the mental state of that particular person of that time. Okay, never write the adjective, because if you write the X is coming down the street with an angry face. So if the X is Salman Khan, the way Salman will act, and if the X is Ritik Roshan, so Ritik will act in a different way. Or if you take X or me as the character, so I'm going to work in a different way. So, but you just write exactly what you want to see in his face or the gestures and postures. Okay, so this is the one of the important thing, that to understand that the difference between the story and the script. The story always just runs inside the character's head, and the script, uh, we need to write whatever we are watching or whatever we want to see during the cinema, during the film, or whatever is going to be the actual material. What is actual material? Actual material means the rush, actually, the whatever we are going to cut at the studio. So we need to write whatever we want to capture. Okay, so some of the script writers, instead of that, some of the script writers love to write the emotions. But this is my suggestion, this is my experience also, this is my uh, request, that not to write, or avoiding the inner feeling, writing inner feeling, or the completely avoiding the adjectives should be always good for script writing. So this is my this the next one. Yeah. The principal rules of storytelling. There are some rules that I want to share with you. The more you know, the more you can communicate. Again, I just took it from Seed Field, and definitely I would like to talk a few sentences regarding this line. The more you know, the more you communicate means I'm talking about the research, I'm talking about the character development, I'm talking about the character arc, I'm talking about the entire premise, where we are going to deal the story, where we want to move the story, where we're going to play, actually. So we need to know the premise, we need to know the background of the story, we need to know the background of the characters, we need to know the emotional know-how of the each and every character. And again, the more we know, the more we can communicate with whom? Communicate with our audience. And more from whom? More from me. If I am the script writer, if I have the more idea about my characters, so then we can communicate. If I have 4 major characters and 10 not so important characters, and two very less important characters. So if I write one page character graph for each major characters, and at least half page for lesser important characters, and at least one line or two line for very less important characters, then I have proper idea about the background of the characters and know-how of the characters, and definitely we need to know the background of the story, background of the each characters, knowing background of the characters are very important. Definitely I have a slide about characters development, and definitely I know all the faculties have idea about character development, but although it is a script writing session, so that's why with the protocol I just put one slide about the character development. But one thing again I would like to say, that the more you know, the more you can communicate, is very very important line by Mr. Sidfield. Because if I don't know about the character, if I don't know about the behavioral pattern of a particular character, if I don't know the how far a person can go how far a person can go for his love or for his hatred, so if I don't know his personal views, his point of views, so how it is possible that I'm going to write his dialogues or his words? Okay, so we often use a word, that point of view. Okay, there is a short called point of view. If I place my camera, if I place a camera instead of me, so it's a point of view, you all know. So but the point of view, there is another word or two word used for the point of view short, is a belief system. The point of view means the belief system. The my point of view means what? My point of view about Indian politics, my point of view about this, my point of view about that. That means my belief system about this, or my belief system about that. So the more you know, the more you can communicate, means we need to understand the belief system of each and every person that we are going to portray. Okay, so we need to understand the belief system of definitely the protagonist, definitely the antagonist, definitely the friends, and the basic circle of the protagonist, basic circle of the antagonist. So the more we know, the more then more we can communicate. So this is very important. So during the character development, during the story development, so if during the backstory research, during the and if it is a own story, and if it is a history oriented story, if it is a adaptation from Sharat Chandra Chattopadhyay, Rabindranath Tagore, Munshi Premchand, or any other writers, so if it is or historical, any historical tale or something, so then also we need to research, we need to know. So the responsibility is much higher than when we adapt a story. So adaptation is very important. So if someday possible, so we can talk about the adaptation only. Okay, so actually I have at the beginning, Suman sir told you that about my fiction film, Dai. Actually this is a story written by Munshi Premchand, and the name of the story is Kafan. So this is one adaptation actually. So I love Munshi Premchand very much, so I can share my thoughts someday, or if today we have time, definitely we can talk about the adaptation also. This is also important thing, how to adapt, and how much we should go, and how should we should extract, and how much we should eliminate. So this is also a big time responsibility when we are adapting a story. So each and everything is definitely responsible, the job of responsibility. but when we are adapting, definitely I have a responsibility for my film, and I have my responsibility to the from the writer's point of view also. So this is one thing. And when the story is mine, it's completely mine. So yes, definitely we need to be responsible, because definitely we need to look after that, whether we are not giving any misinformation. We're not giving any misinformation. Okay, so definitely script writing is social responsibility, because you are writing, you are creating a character, you are creating a scenario, you are creating something that you are going to share, that you believe, definitely you do believe. That's why you are going to share your thoughts with the society, and society is going to believe your idea. So or whatever you are saying, the society is going to believe, society is going to follow you. So definitely we need to be more cautious, or more responsible about whatever we are saying, or whatever we are trying to convey. So that's why the word, the sentence, the more you know, the more you can communicate. So we need to know more, then we can communicate better with our audiences. Okay, so then the ending is the first thing you must know. This is very funny, but this is very funny, but this is also definitely it works. Again, I took that from Save the Cats, or Aaron Sorkin also told in several interviews that if you know the end, you can create better. I'm going to share my experience regarding this sentence, because I always start a story better, because when we start a story now, we always think how to start, how to impress our audience, what should be the first shot, how we can communicate, how with the first shot, how can I connect my all audience. So and all the time, and we all are the linear thinker. We all are the linear thinker. We are not Christopher Nolan. We all are we all linear thinkers. So we what we do, we start with the beginning, which is very normal, which is very obvious. So but during the formation of the story, during the formation of the story, we need to know, or we need to have a bit of idea about the end. Otherwise, in the most of the cases, what we do, we start better, we go fine, we end worst. The most of the cases, we think that, "Arey yaar, chalo khatam kar do." But we should not do that. If we have a faint idea about the end, we can consolidate that idea of ending, and then definitely, believe me, take my words, if we can start a story with knowing end, we can write a story better, we can write a script better. Definitely our story or film is going to be a better one than the previous thinking. So try to know the end, or try to figure out the end. No need to write the exact ending. Yes, this is going to happen, X will come and say this and that and that and this. No, a faint idea, okay? This can be possible, or this is a probable ending. I think this is going to be the end for my film or my story. So if we have the end, or we know the end, we can create a very better story. Yes, the second one, the conflict is necessary. That we all know, the conflict is necessary. Without conflict, you have no actions. It's a very good four sentences we have right over here. Without conflict, you have no action. Without action, you have no characters. Without character, you have no story. And without story, you have no screenplay. Okay, So without conflict, you have no action. Without conflict, how do you have the action? We need to have action now. So action, two people are just telling the same thing. No conflict, no action. So without action, we cannot, without the conflict or without action, we cannot build a character. When a character telling or expressing his belief system, and when other character showing his belief system, and there is a conflict between two belief system, then story evolves. Then the story evolves. A single belief system, X belief system versus Y belief system, then the story evolves. The same old things, the thesis, antithesis, and the synthesis. I don't want to explain this right now. But thing is that we need to have conflict. We need to have conflict everywhere. We need to have conflict by this is very important. We need to have conflict by with the dialogue. We need to have conflict by we can create conflict by using shots. We can create conflict by using color. By using color, how we can create conflict? Say we can we can create the opposite color, the red and green, the yellow and green. So by using this kind of contra color, we can create conflicts also. So by using sound, by using color, by using shot magnification, by using the camera angles, by using the camera heights, by using the lens, we can create conflict. Not only I'm talking about, when I'm talking about the conflict, that doesn't mean that I'm talking about the quarrel or the dialoguing only. That X is talking about warm and Y is talking about cold. So no, when I'm talking about the conflict, so I'm talking about the differences between among the characters, and showing the difference through the cinematic tool, with the help of the camera, with the help of the editing, with the help of the sound designing, and definitely with the help of the script writing at the beginning, at the level of the blueprint creating. We can create the conflict, and we can work with the conflict. So so creating conflict is definitely one of the very important art and craft of script writing. Okay, a script writer should work on creating conflict. I tell you one thing. With it, you can tell a simple story, but with the use of conflict, you can create the simple story or simple narrative. You can take it in a different level with the help of the conflict. Okay, so and again, I would like to repeat that conflict doesn't mean that I'm talking about the dialogues only. Dialogue is a part of the it. With the dialogues, definitely we can create conflict, but not only the dialogues, the mise en scene, the color, the light, the camera height, camera movement. If I'm showing someone through 50 mm lens, and I'm showing the two person are talking. If I'm showing X from Y's point of view with the help of 50 mm lens, and I'm showing Y through the X's point of view through 18 mm lens. So definitely there will be a conflict. The way X is looking at Y and the way Y is looking at X is not the same. So there will be a conflict. If X and Y are talking, and they both are looking at each other with the help of 50 mm lens, then it's okay. There is no conflict. Actually, there is no conflict created by the lens. We can create the conflict by the dialogue then. But we can, if we can create the conflict with the dialogue, with the color, with the with the camera height, then definitely we are communicating more. But definitely we need to balance all the things that when we're using those tools, so not to use or not to exaggerate with the all the tools. If we are using X tool or if we are using Y tool, so then we should use X or Y. We should not use all the tools and the maximum tools to convey a single emotion. Okay, so this is another thing that I wanted to tell you or wanted to share with you. So these are the principal rules of storytelling. Yeah. So the steps of the script writing that you all know, I know. Instead of that, I would like to share my thoughts and how do I work with these steps, how I do use these steps. So that I want to share. So you all know that at the beginning we need to have an idea. So to write a script or a story, we need to have an idea. Firstly we need to think that why should we make the film, or why should we write the script, or for whom we should write, the target audience actually. So when we have a clear cut idea that why and what, then we should go for the idea. Okay, or sometimes producers or directors just come up with the idea and hire us as a script writer. This is the idea, so just take the idea and think about the story or the whatever. Nowadays, in the OTT platforms, a lot of people come with ideas only. They don't have the log line, the story, the synopsis, nothing. They come with the ideas only. Just I have the idea, this kind of movie or this kind of series we need to write. The people come with the ideas only. So just forget about the OTT is not the final thing. Definitely OTTs are going to capture the most of the market coming future. But today we're going to discuss the normal, the general procedure. So we need to have an idea at the beginning, whether when we just going to think about the script writing or story writing or anything. So we need to have an idea. So and a clear idea. Again, we can use the thing that if we when we know more, we can communicate better. So we need to have an idea that which kind of movie or which kind of series or which kind of serial or which kind of short film we are going to make. So we need to have a proper idea about that. And when I'm talking about the clear idea, so we need to note down something. What are the things that we need to know? We need to know for whom we are going to make the movie, what we are going to tell through our movie, why we are going to tell the movie. Some of the people, one thing is very important. Some of the students of ours or some of the script writers or directors also make a short film to show the producers that they can make big movies or feature length films. So by showing their short film script or short film, if try to catch the big fish or big producers. So this is not a process. If you are writing for so short film, you should think about the short film only. If you're writing for the feature film, you should think about the feature film writing only. If you're writing for a series or OTTs, so you should write think for the the OTTs only, or if you write for the telefilms, which is not relevant nowadays very much. So although you should think about the telefilms only. So each of the films has its own duration. Each of the films has its own space or timing to deal with. So that's why we need to have some clear idea the film we are going to make, for what, for whom, for which platform, or why, for entertainment basis, or for telling a truth, or the something reality, or evidence of history, or simple comedy or entertainment, or any to create any fear, like ghost movies or something, or any spiritual movies for some group of people, they are believers or something. So we need to have a clear idea prior to think about the story. Okay, so idea is very important thing, and we need to have a proper idea. Then the log line, we all know that what does log line means. Log line means the one line synopsis or one line representation of the entire story. Okay, so why we need do we need a log line? So I always write log lines because that I do, yeah, honestly, that I do. In case of not only in case of script writing or filmmaking or fictions, I write my log lines for my documentary films as well. Okay, so log line is very necessary. Okay, for me actually. So why I use logline, or I write logline prior to go for the actual writing, or prior to go for the feature writing or synopsis or story writing. So the logline actually binds me. Logline give me a proper focus. Logline means the one line representation of film of my film that I am going to write. So when I have the log line always in front of my paper, or in front of my eyes, or in front of my computer where I write through the final draft. So that log line gives me the focus. The log line always says me, Jyotirmoy, you don't run out of the track. Just don't go out of the track. This is the film all about. This is the film all about. So you must think, or you must give facts about the these things, because these are the things, this is the film all about. Okay, so log line is very important. So we need to have a log line. We need to write the log line at the beginning of the page, or if we are writing in the final draft, so on the final draft, or if you're writing in a pen and paper on the first page with a bold or with a sketch pen, we can write. Or if you write in a table chair when you are writing a particular project, so you can use a paper with a sketch pen, and you can stick that in front of your eyes, that whenever you will sit for the writing, you can see always the log line, and you just be inside the subject. So log line is helpful. Log line is very helpful thing that we should always write at the prior to our main writing or the actual writing. So idea, then the log line, then the story. Nothing to say much about the story. We had enough. So then we need to have the story. We more or less we had a little discussion about the story, so we know what the story is all about. Then the synopsis. You can say, or a lot of people ask me, if we have the story, then why should we write the synopsis, right? So the lots of people ask me during my sessions that if we have the synopsis story, then why should we go for the synopsis? Synopsis is the miniature form of the story. No, synopsis is definitely shorter version of the story, but it's not the miniature form of the story. Synopsis is the shorter version of the story, the main events. It contains the main events. It's another thing that will help you to get into the story. Whatever the points or the plots you want to, or events you want to show through your movie, that is the synopsis. And synopsis will always help you to write the proper script. Stories can drive you in different paths, cause through the story you can you start thinking about the character's mind. Okay, definitely we are going to show the character's mind, but synopsis will make you apart from the character and the director or the story writer. So you can give a view from a telescopic view to the characters. Though the story is written with the text, and the cinema is going to make through the with the help of the cinematic tools. So synopsis will draw the first line between the story writer and the script writer. So the synopsis is the margin. Synopsis is the margin. Marginal synopsis is the marginal line. So with that marginal line, you have to cross the story world, the only story world, the text story world. Then you can go into the film or the cinematic world. So now you have to tell the story with the cinematic language. So the story is the way they told the story through the written language and their literary language. And now the synopsis will reduce the literary excellence, the adjectives and all. So the synopsis will reduce all these things. The synopsis will show you the exact skeleton of the events, or the skeletons of the story that you want to show through your cinema or through your film. So we can consider it as the skeleton remains same in the story and the cinema. So the upper layer of the story we can remove, and we can then put the cinematic layer to create the script. So we need to have the idea, then we need to write the log line, then definitely we have the story, or we need to write the story if we don't have the story. So after the story being approved, or we start thinking that, yeah, this is a good story, we can go with the story. So then we should write a synopsis of the story that will help us to write script always. Then we need to develop the characters. Yes, we had a talk about the character development, and definitely we'll talk a little bit about the character development. So we need to develop the character. Then the treatment. Treatment means the sujet, whatever I say, that how we are going to represent, or how we are going to treat the movie, or how I am going to treat the script. Then log line, then the one lines or the slug lines. What is a slug line? Slug line is the one line representation of each scene. Okay, so if we have the synopsis, then we can understand that how we are going to portray the script. So we can calculate that 50, 60, 70 scenes we need to have. So then we need to put the events, that in a first scene we are going to show this, then second scene we need to going to show the this and that and these and that. So we need to have the 60 lines, 61 lines, each one lines for each scene. So these one lines or the one line representation of the script we call the slug line. Then we'll go for the script. Okay. So if anyone want to say something about these steps, they can discuss. Then I will go for the next.
Dear participants, if you want to discuss some things regarding these topics, please discuss with it right now. Sarah is waiting for your response.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
you can continue, sir. No,
Thank
sir.
you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So the character creation process. I know most of the faculties have clear idea about this. Instead of that, I would like to 2 or 3 words. And we had lots of discussion. We have some discussion about the character development. These 3 points, definitely we should discuss during the character development. The professional, the personal, and the private. Okay, the professional, what does your main character do for living? Their beliefs, their disbeliefs. Then the personal life, the main character, whether the single, whether widow, divorce, the livelihood. Then the private, what does your character do when he or she is alone? Okay, because these particular, again I just took all these 3 lines from Seedfield's book. So Seedfield always insists scriptwriters to follow these 3 points. I would like to add one thing that I never mentioned over here in that slide. That is, we should write a backstory of. We should add 2 things. We should add 2 things. These 3 things from Seedfield, and we can add 2 things more that I miss to add over here. One is the backstory of the character. If you are writing the character creation or the character development of the main protagonist or main antagonist, or some main characters or main 4 or 3 characters, so definitely we should write the backstory of the character. The backstory always backstory helps to develop a character better. And the wardrobe and the gesture and posture and the wardrobe, the behavioral pattern. Okay, yeah, you can say that the professional, the personal, and the private 3 points we can use anywhere, that the behavioral pattern, yes, you can do. But instead of that, if we have a separate line or separate 2 or 3 lines for the behavioral pattern and wardrobes, which kind of dress he wear, which kind of dress he wants to wear, so that will always help to develop a character better. So wardrobe and the gesture posture, so that will help to direct your characters also. When your character will read the script now, so definitely you are not going to provide the character development to him, but definitely your director, or sometimes directors asks the script writers to explain the character to the actor and actresses. Okay, so why they do so? Because they know that the script writers know the character very well. So that's why they ask script writers to come to the floor, or sometime to the rehearsal, or when they do the workshops with the actor actresses or new actor actresses. So then they often ask script writers to talk to the characters, to explain the characters better. So then the script writers will give some more light to the characters if we have some previous history of the character, or the wardrobe, or the gesture posture. Definitely the wardrobe and the gesture posture we can adapt, we can hire the information from the backstory. If a person from the urban area, and he's posted in a very remote village of any Indian remote village, or a person who never saw one metropolitan city, who born and brought up to the very remote village, and he is posted over here in Bangalore or Kolkata. So if we know the background of these two characters, so we can create our character better. Na? We can create if we have the gesture posture, so we can hire, we can take the experience about the how can we put the gesture posture and the backdrop and the wardrobe, so we can get the experience from the backstory. So the backstory is of a particular character is very necessary. So these are the 3 and plus 2, 5 things we need to write. We can write in a single paragraph, we can write in different bullet points, but we need to write during the character creation process, which is very important. So I'm not going to talk about character arc. We all know what character arc is, the gradual development of the character and the changes of the character and the graph of the character. This is called the character arc. So I don't want to talk so much about the character arc. I know each and every faculty knows very well. So this is the thing, and this process helps me a lot. I must tell you. Again, I'm just sharing my my experience that when we develop a story, I have written a story where one father and a son, they are frauds and cheats. They do cheating and spend their life. So the two characters, they do the same thing. They are from the same family. They have no wives, though nothing. So they live together, but they are the dialogues, when they use the dialogue, when they talk, they share the different temperament. This shares a different temperament. So and I able to write the difference. I can create the I can create the differences, because I wrote the character development prior to my script writing, my writing. So the character development process, or the writing the character development, is one of the very important part of script writing that we should always do. Yeah. Then the formatting, I just there are 2 ways we can. There are several ways. If we go to the nets, we can find lots of ways, or lots of formats are there, and a lot of directors, a lot of script writers use a lot of formats. A final draft is one of the favorite for script writers, those who write in English or Hindi, in Roman words. So they all and right now in Bengali also, people write in Romance, or uh, mm, they incorporate the Bengali and the any other languages softwares, and they can write through it. So this is a very easy, those are the very easy software, and the Final Draft is very popular and very easy. I always use a Final Draft. So, and then lots of other softwares are there. You can use any of the softwares. Okay. But if we don't use softwares, if we want to write through the pen and paper, most of the script writers, the old script writers, they want to use the pen and paper, and I also prefer pen and paper for writing scripts. So I just want to share two formats, and before that I would like to tell you one thing, that the script writing format, there is no fix, there is no any fixed script writing formats. You can develop your format also. We all can develop our script writing formats, because the what is the main reason for writing a script. At the beginning, we have discussed that we need to remember. We need to remember each and everything. Okay, when I have the script and I have I want to distribute the script to the each and every department. Okay, each and every department means the camera department, the art direction department, the costume department, the makeup department, actor actresses, assistant directors. So each and every department, and the assistant directors are going to communicate with each and every department, and their prior responsibility is not to forget anything. You cannot forget anything on the floor on the time. Okay, you need to have everything, the proper light, sorry, excuse me, proper light, proper props, the proper costume, the proper character with the ready dialogues, the mise en scene, the camera, the lensing, everything you need. We need. So the screenplay is a blueprint of your movie, or the blueprint, or the written format movie. So all the departments, the assistant directors, or through the script, the assistant directors communicates with all the department people. So the main focus, or the necessity of the script is not to forget anything. We need to remember everything. So we can remember through our way. We can remember with our notation. Okay, so I am going to show you my sorry, the way I yeah can you see the word file?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Visible.
Yeah, so this is a format. This is a very known format that we all know. So this is a screenplay format. I always prefer this kind of format. So firstly, we need to write the page number. Don't forget to write the page number, because if you forget to write the page number, we can misplace. If we misplace the one page, we can that is going to be a horrible thing. And one tips I want to give you, just I remember suddenly, always when you just going for the printout, when you go for the printout, just convert it into PDF. Firstly, you just convert it into PDF, just check it, then you just go for the printout. Otherwise, if it is at 10 to 15 or 20 pages now, so most of the time, if we go for the printout in this kind of format, with this kind of format, most of the time the word, actually what the word to print actually most of the time we feel the disaster, all the things are just misplaced, and here and there the hustle and bustle condition we can face. So we need to convert that into PDF, then we should go for the printout. This is a simple tips that are completely outside the aesthetics and all. Okay, so we need to write the page number. This is very, very important thing. Okay, just not to forget. Then we need to write the scene number. Some people write the exterior to interior or interior to exterior if they need. If it is a completely in exterior, then write the exterior. If it is completely interior, then you can write interior. If the exterior to interior, that so you can write this. Or some people write the detail about the location, that the conversation starts from the here, and they walking down, and they just go there, open the door, then go there, so they can write the proper detailing of the location. Okay, so so after the scene number, you need to write the time. No need to write the exactly 5:30 or 7 p.m. or 7:15 p.m. So we should not write. We should write. We can write the day, night, morning, evening. The visible timing. We can see the early morning. We can see the morning. We can see the day, night. We can see the evening. But we can't, by seeing a single frame, we can say that it's 3:30 or just 5:15. So no need to write the exact watch timing. Just write the day, night, morning, evening. This. Then the location, the proper location. Then the characters. Try to write the screen name. No need to write the actual name, because screen name always is better, because when we are on the floor, we always call them by most of the time we can remember a particular character by the screen name. It helps us. So, and at the beginning, at the first page of a script, we should write the screen name and the original name as well. If the screen name is X, so write the X, and this is playing, the X character is playing by Mr. Y. Okay, so that we can have a list in our first page, or the second page. First page contain the name, the scriptwriter's name, director's name, and the production name, and the second page the entire crew members and the characters' name mainly. So the character, then the props. We need to write the props. Props means the spatial props. If we are going to shoot into a drawing room or in a classroom, so we know that a classroom need to have desks, chairs, tables, and these things. So if you need something special, some different kind of chairs or tables, some smart boards or some computers, then we can write that the spatial props. So when we will write props, that means we need to write the spatial props, these things. Then we need to write the slug line that will help us to develop the script. Then the choreograph, actually what is going on is Ram and Sham is sitting on the chair. Then the dialogue of the Ram, then dialogue of Ram, then Sham, then dialogue of the Sham. Then if I finish the script over here in a single page, then we can write the cut to or dissolve to, if we want to dissolve to in a second scene, if you want to cut and go to the next scene, so cut to. So cut to or dissolve to or fade to or something. Or if my script is not finished yet in that single page, so we can write that cont or continue. So it's a mini shorter form of the continue. So cont, because this cont is very important, because if in a hustle bustle of shooting, some any character says he get the page, and there is no cut to or cont, so he can understand that much is this is the script, the one page, the script is one page, there is no second page. So if there is a cont, so actor take his suo moto and he can ask the assistant director and ask you, where is my second page? Okay, so that continuation, that writing, that continuation is very necessary. Okay, so this is a screenplay formatting, and this is teleplay formatting. Okay, where this part is same, this part is same, the slug line is same, cut and continue is the same, but the choreograph, or what is happening, that we write at the left of the pages, and we write the characters or the dialogue on the right side of the pages. At the parallel, if Ram is doing something, so the choreograph will write at the parallel of Ram. Okay, so this is much easier. This is easier for the characters and easier for directors also. And one thing I must tell you, we need to spare a lot of we need to leave a lot of blank spaces for the directorial work, for writing the TCR, for writing the footnotes and other things. We don't use the entire page. Okay, we need to give or leave a lot of spaces for this. Any question regarding this?
Dear participants, if you have any questions, please ask in.
No, sir.
No, sir. No.
No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. But I always insist for short filmmakers or the filmmakers, they start so they can go with this format. That format always helps. That we can easily tell our characters that this is your dialogue, and when you are delivering your dialogue, your that will be your choreograph. So this is all about the drafting. So you can easily go for the final draft, which is a very fine and very wonderfully created software. And I definitely prefer all my students the final draft, which is very good software. Or if someone want to write with the pen and paper, they can use the format. Okay, so I would like to go to the PPT again. Sorry. Yes. So I would like to conclude the session with some tips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tips. One is show, not to tell. This is a basic thing of script writing. Try to show things, not to tell means try to avoid the lesser dialogues. Try to visualize things. So try to show, not to tell. Write always in present tense. Was, where, will. Try to avoid the future tense and the past tense. Try to this is happening. He's taking, he's drinking, he's walking. So try to write in present tense always, because whatever we are seeing, that we are capturing. So that's why try to write is in present tense always. Short sentences. Try to in the description. Then leave room for the other work that I just shared a little while ago. That try to space for other, give space for other, and the plastic image. That is one thing that I want to share. That plastic image. Plastic image is something that if something is going inside your character's brain, so if you want to visualize something else, and that image will explain what is going to the inside the brain of your protagonist or your character. Say for example, someone is taking a drink and enjoying a party, and someone his assistant came and tell him, sir, you have lost 2 crores in share market. So after this, he'll get an extreme shock, but we can't write that extreme shock. So what we'll do, we can explain the shock with the plastic image. He has the glass, so we can show the glass, and he can crush the glass, and suddenly glass can break. So that will be the plastic image of the shock. So plastic image is we can use, is something that we can use. And again, the thing that I told you several times, that avoid writing anything that audience cannot see, or hear, that we should avoid. And dialogue is information. That I told you, that dialogue means the information. So when we use the dialogue, we have to be more responsible. That we should not write unnecessary things. Okay, so that's it by my side. If you want to discuss something.
Dear participants, if you want to discuss with your open thoughts, your own thoughts, please discuss with us. We are waiting for your response.
Yeah, I have one information to share.
Yeah.
Just an experience, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, we when we look at the screenplay of typical film or a story, we follow the specific template as you discussed in this presentation.
Yeah.
But I found one of the storyline or the screenplay a little bit more helpful to understand the story much more better. It's actually from a movie called as A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
It's actually a sci-fi horror film.
Mm-hmm.
It's a non-narrative film.
Okay.
So the main agenda in that movie is the expressions part of it, of the character.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So usually they want to focus on one particular object, or the dialogue part of it. That is the expression that they want to give.
Yeah.
So in the screenplay, if you look at it, they added, as you said, the plastic images.
Yeah.
Representing that particular emotion or the focus point that the characters are looking at.
Yeah.
For example, there is one scene where the child is actually two childs are actually playing the chessboard.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, not the chessboard, the business game.
Okay.
So in order to understand that particular concept, like where the dice is actually falling on the business game,
mm-hmm.
they added that particular image in this screenplay itself.
Yeah, nice.
The script and screenplay itself. So
yeah.
It was the entire screenplay document of that particular movie is something very unique in the sense of screenplay writing. So that is what I just wanted to communicate.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your
kind
information. And yeah, madam asked me something. The time duration and something.
Sir, actually,
yeah,
sir, our durations was 2:30 to 4:30.
Okay.
Yeah, and if anybody has a query, please ask him. He is waiting for your actual response.
Or you can mail me also. I can give you. You can give a mail. Suman sir, you can share my email ID if you have any queries. If other one, so I can give you answer or. Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
thank you,
Thank you, Ms. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for the
Thank you, sir.
presentation.
It was
Yeah.
nice presentation, sir.
thank you, my
We
pleasure.
got a lots of actually like idea, and we learned so many things, sir. And
My pleasure.
thank you.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
so
My
much.
pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.